Hi guys, I want to show you how we can build our skeleton so that we can write an informative essay outline. So what we did in a few slides before this is we wrote a thesis statement for our prompt. So the prompt here is explain how people can get better quality sleep. The thesis that we wrote was people can improve their quality of sleep by limiting nighttime technology use, getting a new mattress, and getting more exercise. So the first thing we want to do when we think about building our skeleton and we think about building our outline is we want to make sure we understand our 3 key points. So let's go ahead and kind of map these out first. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am actually going to say my first point is tech use before bed. And notice how that corresponds to this first limiting nighttime technology use. And I'm going to say 2 is getting a new mattress. And I'm going to say 3 is getting more exercise. Okay, so remember you signed your contract earlier that said that these were the 3 things that your body paragraphs are going to be over. And you're going to talk about that in order. So with this in mind, with our key points in mind, we are going to go ahead and build an outline. Remember, we're going to use our stoplight writing to try to guide us through this process. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do is I like to create a box, which you can do by clicking on up here. It says insert. When you click insert, it says table. I want a table that's going to hold not only what I'm putting, but I want to have a title for it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and create a box that looks like this for my introduction. So I'm going to go ahead and label this my introduction because that is always your first paragraph. So the first thing that I want in an introduction is I want some background information. Okay. In order to create a new row, you might want to say insert row below. So I clicked with 2 fingers to do that. So I'm going to add another row. Well, I want another sentence of background. Okay, then in an introduction, last but not least, going to add another row here. You need to have your thesis listed. So let's go ahead and color these like we would a stoplight writing paragraph. Blue for background. So we're going to go ahead and highlight these, click with 2 fingers, and click on table properties. And I'm going to go ahead and change the background color to this nice soft blue color. Okay, then for your thesis, this is green. This means go. It means go tell us what your essay is going to be about. So I'm going to go ahead and make it the soft green color and call that good for our introduction. I'm going to center this over the top. Okay. So now what I have is I have the bones where I'm going to go ahead and put in what I'm actually going to write about. So what we would need next is we need a body paragraph. So we are going to do the same thing, and I'm going to go ahead and center this before I start. And I'm going to create a table. So click on insert, click on table, give it 2 boxes. In this first sentence, I always want to make sure that I start with my topic sentence. And I will show you how to fill that in just a moment. Next, I want to go ahead and give some evidence to support my topic. Then underneath my evidence, I want to give some explanation. Okay, we want to go ahead and add another piece of evidence. So we want to have more than one. Then we want to, again, go ahead and have some explanation for it. So your topic sentence is going to be yellow. This means kind of slow down and give me a little bit more information about what you are going to be talking about. Clicked on the wrong thing there. Please bear with me. So you're going to actually change this to be yellow. Again, you want to slow down and you want to think about what you're writing. So then evidence, explanation. These are red. They mean stop. Really explain what you are trying to say. Okay, so this is body paragraph 1. Because all of my body paragraphs should look fairly similar, I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Got to scroll back up a little bit. You can also click Control-C and Control-V and I'm going to paste it and then paste it again and go ahead and say that this is body paragraph 2 and body paragraph 3. Move this one over to the middle. Get a little more, spelled it wrong. Okay, so now we have our introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and body paragraph 3. You're going to notice that for explanation, I only have one box. If you need to add or want to add another sentence of explanation, you're welcome to insert another row and say explanation right here. Okay, so then we move on to our last paragraph, which is our conclusion. So again, let's go ahead and insert our table. So the first thing that you want to start with in a conclusion is you want to reword your thesis. You don't want to rewrite it, but you want to reword thesis. Okay, then next you are going to want to give some sort of concluding sentence or conclusion sentence. This can be explaining what you wrote about, but using different words. Just try not to repeat yourself over and over again, but do your best to kind of summarize and explain why these things were important. You do not want to add new information here. Your last sentence should be some sort of final closing thought. You might use some figurative language, leave your reader with a call to action or a sense of closing out your essay. Okay, so in order to get our stoplight colors, we're going to go back and we're actually going to just flip around our introduction. So we're going to start with our thesis. Green means go. And we are going to turn it green. Then our concluding sentence and final thought are the last of our little blue sandwich. So we're going to change this color to blue. So now we have an outline. Okay. Now this is where we can actually go ahead and start filling things in because we already have some of this information. So I'm actually just going to copy and paste the thesis that I already wrote into my outline. Control V here. Okay, so I have my thesis. Now, here's the next thing that you want to do. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to include your topic sentence for each paragraph, each body paragraph. So our first one is limited tech use before bed. And again, notice how I'm not using full sentences. I didn't spell out tech. It's an outline. It does not have to be pure quality. Okay. So we're going to go to topic sentence and we are going to put tech use before bed. Okay. So what is our second one? So getting a new mattress. So then we would go to body paragraph 2. And our topic sentence would be about getting a new mattress. Then I'm going to go back and say getting more exercise. So then our body paragraph 3 is going to be about getting more exercise. Okay. Now we have several pieces of our skeleton puzzle put together with our outline. We have our background information, which is going to be blue. We have our green thesis. We have our topic sentence, yellow, slowing down, giving some key points, supporting it with evidence, giving some explanation there for each body paragraph. And then we have our conclusion, rewording our thesis, giving a concluding sentence, and a final thought. Keep going through this presentation to see how we are going to fill in the rest of these boxes.